I find it hard to bet against the physical damage. I'm going to stick to my guns and I'm going to go with Nigma this game.
Does that mean it's a wager? Nomad? Are we gonna do it?
It does indeed, yes.
Alright.
Some reclaimed my last one, so let's just charity donations. Whoever gets it wrong, I'm voting for Nigma, you're voting for OG.
I'll go for OG.
Let's see which way it goes down.
Let's do it. So far, we went the same way in the last 3 games, and we predicted 3 out of 3 correctly. Let's see. This is gonna be it, the tiebreaker, and the loser pays up to charity. Let's do it.
My deepest.
We do here, folks. Alrighty, let's get into it. Game number 1 in a best of 3 series. Here in the upper bracket of the OGA Dota pit. We're going to go through to the upper bracket finals to face the winner of the previous series, which was of course now V. The loser locks down to the lower bracket to fight off in the wild elimination game. You don't want to be there, folks. It's scary. It's dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Also, the patch just around the corner. Anything could happen.
There's also a Vikings versus VP down there. One of them gonna get last place in this tournament. Very, very scary. Oh, Saksa getting found out by Miracle, but he has boots. He's not afraid. He might be afraid now.
It's off a paralyzing cask. That is going to connect. The arrow to follow. Oh, the arrow to mark from GH.
Oh, it's so hard.
They won't be able to make that one.
It's so hard. GH had to throw it like the same time the cask is going on. It's only a 1 second stun, and the Shadow Demon has boost, so it can like move to the side while the cask is coming. Yeah, it was not gonna happen.
Unfortunately not. So that's going to be no first blood for this team. Meanwhile, No-Tail and Mind Control having a bit of fun over on the side, just playing with one another. Casting some spells. GH is coming across though. Mind Control does have this Slithering Crush. Could set up for another arrow here. GH, pressure's on this time. And connect comes No-Tail. In range, they will get. Arrow's going to follow as well. No-Tail locked down. I'm guessing this is going to be first blood. No-Tail, no counterplay. He's going to end up dropping. Nice notification from GH.
Oh no. The classic +5 giving away the first blood. That's going to be. He's going to be so happy with that on Mind Control. Up 300 some gold. Troy did deny 3 creeps though. So they actually lost a lot more experience than what they gained from getting that first blood.
Yeah, it's a decent amount for iLTW to try and make up for the fact that that No-Tail did drop. But yeah, I mean, Mind Control, he's going to have a rough time up in this top lane, so it's really key that he was able to get himself his first blood. That's going to mean that he at least starts the game with something, and hopefully he can springboard that into having like a somewhat decent time up in this top lane.
Yeah.
It could be a really impactful first blood if they can make use of it out of Team Nigma.
It's such a hard lane though, Troll versus Slaughter. Bottom lane now, this is the interesting stuff right here. Faces Void and Witch Doctor versus Magnus Shadow Demon. This is giving me so much fun. Every time I see Seb, it gives me flashbacks to TI7. Like Seb Magnus, of course. Every time he plays Magnus. So it's always fun to see. He always empowers his position 4. The position 4 goes and starts like hitting the support or trades better against the carry, or like whatever it may be. Saksa creating a lot of chaos right now while Magnus is freezing the lane in front of the tower.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Keeping in control for himself. Meanwhile, over in towards the mid lane, we have a very interesting lane here as well. We've got Weeha playing the Zeus into a Gyrocopter mid from Topson. Now, in case you guys missed it, the Gyrocopter mid was run, I believe, by Nigma in the group stages, I want to say, or maybe it was even in the first round of playoffs by Nigma, and I believe it won. I think it did pretty well. It offered a lot of AoE magic damage. It was a magic build, which we went for, and Topson is definitely going for that build as well. You know, it's Topson. If there's spells on the hero, he's probably going to turn into a magic build hero, and that's exactly what he's doing here. He's already got the null talismans queued up on Gyrocopter.
I never really liked playing Gyrocopter into Faces Void because Gyro's a hero who needs to go into the fights, and Faces Void loves playing against those lineups because like you can get the easier chronos, you know. Whoa, iLTW! Oh no! Wow. He got killed while No-Tail was pulling. Oh no.
He did indeed. Slithering Crush into the bash, into the arrow. It was enough to take him down, and that's a Critical Warlord losing his life.
Yeah, that's, you don't want that happening. Exactly. And Mind Control now has 2 kills under his belt. It's supposed to be a hard lane, but he's actually top of the network charts already, like just because of those 2 kills. How do you expect any kills to happen, Mill? Like I feel these 2 guys are just gonna keep, you know, teabagging each other. Constantly bring each other low. They have a bottle, they're baiting one another, and then they're gonna back off. And then go back to base or something. I was gonna say, teabag each other, you know, like going in and out. Teabag, like a teabag. You know when you drink tea, yeah? Like
jumps in the tea. Okay, I think you have some reading up to do on modern language, but nevertheless, yes. It is going to be a pretty even split in the middle lane, I believe. Depending on maybe some rotations, they might make the difference.
Whoa, Nomad, I was not going there, okay? That is your dirty mind. Get your mind out of the gutter, Nomad. Come on now.
I'm just saying. Meanwhile, Saksa hanging around the edges of the bottom here. Kuroky's bouncing around on him though. It's a good thing that the Shadow Demon gets in some trouble. Let's see what goes down here. Miracle gets on top, pop on a time dilation. Coconut to follow as well. Is it going to bounce back? No, it is not. They're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Maledict comes through. Miracle needs a flash here, really. And
up the mid.
The fact is going to run him. Topson getting jumped in the middle lane. They're going to be able to bring him down. Weeper and GH find a kill in the mid. Meanwhile, Saksa does just about survive that one, so he is going to live through that engagement. A lot of trades being made across the map right now.
Yeah, that haste rune plus just GH coming in there with the leap, pressuring the gyrocopter a bit. Allowing them to get a big kill. Now Zeus has Thundercloud Blast.
Fighting down here at bottom over the bounty rune here. It looks like he's taking a lot of damage inside the Maledict, but he wants to try and get the kill, but the arrow connect from GH, bringing down Seb and saving Kuroky in the process. Saksa also running away on low HP, has those tranquil, so should be alright. He doesn't unfortunately have the Thundercloud to finish anything else, but he did just use it for that engagement. Wow, this is a very, very on-the-edge game from both these teams right now. A lot of heroes coming very close to dropping and just about staying alive.
GH actually missed the uphill hit onto Saksa. That was pretty much a double kill right there. That quick level 6 from Weeha after killing Topson, I really don't think OG expected that. And they almost got heavily punished for it. They still did because Mag died, but if Shadow Demon also died, that would have been huge.
Miracle. They want to give him the best game possible. Currently, he's having a pretty good time. Pretty much neck and neck with iLTW on CS and net worth.
I want to just show like how important runes are for OG, right? They bring both the Shadow Demon and the Phoenix to the top rune, not letting the Zeus pick that up. And as soon as Mirana, GH is like, oh, whoa, what's going on here? Why are there 3 of you? And then he just instantly backs off, and now Topson secures the bottom rune. Like, that's just, you know, getting in the heads of OG, how they prioritize this and how they understand this is what allows them to make plays on the map.
Well, Phoenix getting very low here in the top lane. Can I get the job though? The Axis comes spinning on through. The Starstorm is not enough, but GH will do it with the right clicks now. They're looking for revenge. LTW can't close the gap onto GH. He's still got another leap available and going to stab himself up and come back in. They might be looking for the play onto the Troll. Waller trying to bring down Mind Control. Mind Control, he's got himself a Slithering
arrow.
An arrow available as well. This could be dangerous for LTW as he gets Slithering Crush. Arrow to follow. They're controlling him up so well. The 2 points from Nigma stopping LTW from fighting. Thunder God comes down, finishes the job, gets a kill for Weeha. That is how you do it, Nigma.
That is so good. Man, GH is making so much space in this game. There's 6 kills on the side of Nigma, right? GH is 2, 0, and 4. He has pretty much created all of this advantage that Nigma has built up in this game. No tail again.
More. He's looking for no tail under the tower. Okay. Doesn't get the Starstorm hit. Won't get the kill. No tail. Narrowly surviving.
Creep wave just coming in on time, but they're gonna get that D ward. No tail did notice GH planting that. Not so bad.
Yep. Got region.
Oh, he wants no tail.
Yeah, he's got a flash. He's going into this kill. Keeping across. It's not going to be there in time though. Mind Control's going to get the kill. LTW coming across for a bit of revenge. Slowing down the action. I think Mind Control knows he's dead here, but is he turning around? Gets the back. Running away. Range axe. Fine. Brings him down. Mind Control does die for that one. Not entirely sure if that takes out as being worth it. What say you, Peter?
Oh, you know it was not worth it. Topson mid though. He was diving Wii. There's so much TP support coming in for Wii. Jeez. They really want to punish Topson for that play, and it works out.
Well, what did you expect?
Yeah.
It does come through in the end.
I think Topson needs to be careful. If he TP's back mid and Miracle sticks around here, there is a Chrono up plus Mask of Madness, he might just die once again. But instead they're going to go for Saksa. This one to kill a kill. Oh, that's the courier.
Oh, okay, alright, they bring them both down.
That's
Dire's
good.
middle tower is under
I was
attack.
looking to help him out, but unfortunately, somewhere yet, of course. Shadow Demon at mid, and then to the tower. I feel like OG needs to try and defend
Radiant's
this one.
bottom
Topson
tower
just
is
walking
under
back
attack.
to lane. He's going to get here eventually, so no tower today, but still getting pretty damn low. They're going to be happy about that. Opens up a real opportunity to take it at 16 level 10 tower fault.
Yeah, Mirko has like
Radiant's
healing
bottom
style and
tower
master
is
mana.
under
It's
attack.
okay to just go back after this. There's a rocket coming in though. Oh, that might be a dead Miracle.
Miracle! Oh god, that hurt! He's got the ultimate on the backline, trying to bring down Topson with the Mount Economy. Will certainly fall, but they get the return kill onto Kuroky. We playing in the river, but iLTW trying to get on top of him. He's going to slow him down with the range.
Dire's
a net.
Down. He doesn't
is
really
under
have the
attack.
damage to get the kill though, so just a couple more actions thrown his way, and now iLTW will chill out and get himself.
I would say that was pretty worth it for OG. Not only do they defend middle, but they also get a kill.
Trying to fight up, drops the RP down onto GH. He's solo. GH just needs one more right click, finds it, gets the kill. Double full. GH gets the solo kill onto the Magnus. How is he doing so much damn work here? It's insane.
Guardian level 7 tops the fight. They don't end. Mind control. Oh, he got out the rocket. That was so close.
Dire are
Yeah,
scanning.
relevant chat line.
Dire's middle tower is under
These guys are
attack.
brawling. I mean, let's take a step back, take a breather, and actually have a reflection on how everyone.
No tail?
Oh, hold on. He's trying to have some fun here. The arrow. Oh, I forgot it out.
Yeah, there was a word there that watched GH throw that arrow out. So maybe if he didn't see that, he might have got hit by it. It was a really nice arrow going past the tree line.
Guiding it. Stealth arrow. Anyway, yeah, so who's doing well from this lane phase? Who's happy? Who's sad? Give us a 4-1.
Oh, every core on Nigma is very happy. That's for sure. That one death from Miracle middle, that made him a little bit sad, but that's okay.
Radiant
He's back to farming
structures
once
are
again. There's no
fortified.
pressure on this bottom tower anymore either. Especially after GH is pretty much solo killing Seb there. GH is the one who's like the happiest. Like he was level 7 by 9 minutes. He just ate the Tommy. He's level 8.5. He does an insane amount of damage. He can pair up with either the Slaughter or the Void and pretty much kill anybody on OG side.
This is a terrifying prospect. And Seb is in danger of being Chrono into arrowed down the bottom lane if they want to make this happen. Looks like they do. They're in the neighborhood. They're coming down. Saksa
So good.
They're throwing the destruction. That means the arrow's going to miss as well. Perfect positioning from Saksa to save Seb, wasting the Chrono. And now a little bit of turnaround. Kuroky's going to be the target. He's going to try and drop the death on the top of Topson. Dropping pretty low. He's going to get dropped as well. They're going to test her like butter. Meanwhile, GH is taking a step too far and gets cut down by iLTW. They are going to be able to make the trade here, but Topson does die during this. The two supports, you know, it's not the worst trade in the world, but still a little bit better for OG, just because they get the trade.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. But they also got mid and top tower though, on Nigma's side. So a lot of map control now for Nigma, and the Phases Void. I wonder if he's just gonna leave bottom lane. He's still feeling quite comfortable to stay down here. There's not enough pressure coming out from OG side for him to get kicked out of this lane at the moment. Just allowing his Zeus and Slaughter to absorb the farm top and middle first before he takes over those areas.
Under attack.
I must say, OG, like, they made a cool play. Saksa was in the perfect place. He read the map correctly, expecting Seb to be the one getting chronoed, but they're not really opening up this map, and Topson is struggling quite a lot too. He's going for that Boots of Travels, not that tanky. Still needs another 1,000 gold.
Let's work it in there. Nigma, looking for
Radiant's
some blood.
middle
They have a
tower
blink
is
dagger
under attack.
on mind control. They want to make some use of this timing. Could be the target. He's hugging that tower pretty closely though. This is not a subtle tank at the same time. Not much Moto can do about it anyway as mind control comes on through. The lightning bolt will finish the job. Arrow not even needed. And they'll get the clean kill onto Phoenix and look to take this last outer tower. But Topson has turned up, so it doesn't look like they're willing to let this go easily.
He needs to be careful. Yeah, he's looking pretty dead.
Jump in, done, lightning bolt, Topson, he's got a close phase on him, trying to run away, Miracle is on him, the disruption comes through, but everything Saksa's gonna die as well, more amazing, some serious will drop, but that's watching Kuroky, pretty damn good, even getting some hits up onto iLTW here, Kuroky plays Death Ward, ain't nothing to mess with, Zed's trying to come down, looking for the RP, can't find himself a target, could put onto mind control if he really wants, but he's actually out of mana right now, as Notel will fall, Zed's really in the whole of Nigma coming in, it's some chain feeding going on right now, mind control jumping forward, looking for the plus one, they want to bring down RTW, pop Jill puts, try and turn around on mind control, getting himself at least one kill here with the Topson, but that's all it's going to be, just the one, as Miracle will put him to sleep, and they get themselves 4 kills on the side of Nigma. OG, a very sucky defense off the tower, and it doesn't quite work out for them in the end.
Oh, that was such an awkward defense from OG. Like, your Gyrocopter and your Shadow Demon die right away, then the Phoenix TP's in, literally eggs in front of 4 heroes. One of them being a Mirana, so that was so awkward. They could have just let that tower die and try to go in again once that Gyrocopter is alive, but very tough play from OG, getting completely punished. And I want to mention, that's Miracle with a Midas and a Mask of Madness who's been joining fights. No boots.
Yeah, it seems to be the new hotness on the face. Oh yeah, not even boots, wow.
Yep.
Just here to try and walk in.
Miracle's build. That's what he likes to do.
How he did it.
Nah, he's got treads. He hits very, very quickly. Yeah. I love Wii.
Nigma seems to be in full control of this one.
I was gonna say, I love Wii's gameplay too this game. It's just been so active. Like, after GH, no wave, dude.
Oh, wow.
This guy.
They nail him, they take him down. He doesn't even need to see the targets to get the arrows off.
He's actually ahead of the Magnus now in network.
Goodness gracious, this is going how they expect. Mind control blink up to the high ground, will be alright. OG, they actually realize they're getting jump kills. The Moonlight Shadow Heroes are making their way in. They're jumping onto this one, the Supernova comes down, but the Minus J comes down on top of it. Miracles wants to take it down, crack that egg as quickly as possible. Seb threatening with the RP, but they're just keeping the distance. They're baiting him out beautifully. Seb cannot get off his spells. He's going to have a steer in 1 second, but unfortunately, even if he does drop down that ultimate, it's not going to make much of a difference as they will finish him off. And now looking towards Roshan. Oh, guess what? We've got a Slaughter, so this Roshan is going to go down very quickly and do that corrosive haze and minus 10 armor onto Roche. That's going to make them take it very, very fast.
Yeah, Void does so much damage with these bashes too to Roshan. 16 minutes, 10k gold lead? Oh my goodness. I mean,
Great, is it?
OG, it's not like they even lost their lanes badly, it's just they're taking a lot of bad fights, and GH has just been dominating this game, man. His early snowball, and just, he just kept pressuring them, it didn't matter. He was so high level, level 7, level 8, 10 minutes into the game, as a position 4, it's just a dream.
Yeah, it kind of feels like OG just kind of needs the space on the map, therefore they're forced into trying to defend these tier 1 towers, and it's not the best thing for them to do, but at the same time they can't afford to give up that map space to Nigma. This team is, they're far much quicker regardless, and if they have any more map space, then they're forcing to make these very scrappy defenses, which don't actually work out that well for them, and now they jump forward, look at the Topson, arrow will connect, but a bit back corrosive haze onto him, so he could still be in some trouble. Lightning bolts coming on through, but not a thunder bolt if they want it. Need a little bit more damage to finish the job though. Mind control, he's still chasing, he wants to be that extra bit of damage. Sunrays coming through from Notel to try and keep him alive, they will be able to save the Gyrocopter. A sweep up from Notel. Nice little 2-play from these guys as they keep each other alive and keep themselves nice and safe.
Alright.
They'll be falling on OG right now.
That was a lot of space at least, right? They spent a lot of time just hunting this Gyrocopter. That means Magnus and the Troll Warlord were able to pick up a little bit more gold. Magnus really need that Blink Dagger to try and do something in these engagements.
Done out. They found themselves in the cell. He is just not getting away from this one. Escape, but I mean, I kind of feel this has been a bit of space for a Warlord to farm up a bit, find his space to get this BKB. He's not coming out to him right now, so...
This is TP top. If he gets purged here... Oh no, he bolts first. He notices that Saksa is still here. Very good play from Weeha. He's been playing so well this game. on Wii. This is like one of his heroes.
Are
He has like 3 heroes that he plays exceptionally well.
Topson comes into the middle lane, gets that current pace put upon him. The arrow will not commit, fortunately, but Miracle coming in, dropping the Chronosphere onto 2 heroes. This is a perfect Chronosphere, catching out the Phoenix, and that's a double kill for Miracle well as well. And he's even looking across to iLTW. iLTW just want to pop the ultimate hit, but might have no choice. He's got to have to pop the BKB at least. Now turns around, starts throwing some axes away of Miracle, but the 10-second BKB just does absolutely nothing for iLTW as OG will retreat to their high ground and let Nigma take yet another tower hit.
Yeah, Miracle also has an Aegis, so he wasn't gonna pop that battle trance or anything like that, even if he did get a route onto the Faceless Void. He's gonna have to wait till this Aegis actually runs out, but Miracle has 4,000 gold in the bank. Okay. I actually thought he did off like not too long ago. Man, already got 4,000 gold and was taking his tower. We top
Target here comes the cooldown on the however, there's a pretty good job here. We'll be able to do so. Look at the GH as well. He might not be that safe. Meanwhile, no tail going down the bottom lane. There's fighting Nick well. Coming towards the GH. He's got that heal set. Trying to get some Topson. He has got the rocket barrage. Trying to finish the job here.
One more.
Punching for the kill. Gets it. Gets the double kill. Kuroky will finish the job on him, but still, that's a double kill for Topson up here in the top lane. Very impressive stuff in this Gyrocopter indeed.
That's huge. He just killed 2 people by himself who are actually more farmed than he was. Like, so the Gyrocopter can really do a lot of damage. The problem is, it's very weak against the Slaughter and the Faceless Void though.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Now iLTW using the space which Topson has created to push in this middle lane, try and get a bit of damage on the tower. Saksa and Seb waiting behind onto any kind of play onto iLTW with a reverse polarity or disruption.
Ah, they also got Miracle's Aegis, by the way, while that was happening top.
Coming down onto the field, and the Void didn't have the damage. Yes, they do. The Void is dead, and they're going to follow the kill up to 19. How are they doing this? They're looking for more. We's going to be the next target. They've got that homing missile coming out onto him. So he's doing much good here. RGW trying to close that gap. He's got the axes coming down. OG are not stopping the train. He's left the station, and we get run over. Kuroky on the high ground might be the +1 here. RGW and Seth, they're looking for it. Axes coming down onto Witch Doctor. Beautiful arrow from Diego. That's coming up to the bottom. They're going to kill off the Troll Warlord. I can't believe it. The support duo from Nigma play it perfectly. They are going to lose Hero in the end, but by every stretch of imagination, I mean, they did everything they could to just pull something out of this one. And that's what these teams are so damn good at doing. Just finding a clutch little moment to make things not quite as bad as it would be for other teams, but still, Nigma, 5-man wipe, absolutely fantastic from OG, pulling themselves well and truly back into this game. Still a big goal difference, but I imagine that's going to start to come down soon.
Yeah, that was such a nice play from OG, just being very patient on that Magnus. As soon as Slaughter blinked in, like Mind Control blinked in, I really don't think he had any business doing that. He just got completely punished with that double RP onto him and Miracle. Troll Warlord doing plenty of damage when he gets that battle trance off. Dude,
that GH arrow onto Troll Warlord.
Oh yeah, that was so nice. I mean, if it wasn't for that, this would have been horrendous. It was horrendous nonetheless, but you know, the troll dying meant they didn't lose more map control than they would have, right? And this troll probably would have gotten, you know, more farm than this Void by now, had he not died there. Damn.
Taking some big thick stacks. Miracle making some more creep camps. He's finished off his Scatty, by the way. So the Midas, Mask of Madness, then straight into the Scatty. What's the reasoning for this build this game?
I think it's just for the heals from the Troll Warlord's Battle Trance. Then you got the Sunray. On top of that, it makes you just incredibly tanky. You don't really need damage upper right now. You got damage coming out from your Mask of Madness, your Hand of Madness, and your Power Trance, right? The Time Lock is pretty much all the damage you need for the time being. MKB will be his next choice because of the rolling axes. So just gonna look forward to that. He does have a DD in his bottle now with the smoke and a chrono. That's pretty scary.
Radiant are scanning.
So if they knew about this, they would be much more stubborn around now. If you're actually smoking up into this, it could be very, very bad if they can get off that damage. They're going to lose no tails straight off the bat.
You're gonna egg?
My hands are going to keep them over. Don't do so, but GH immediately jumping in, but actually want to back himself away. They're realizing the threat of the RP and choose for the RP, and countered by the Chrono Spear from Miracle. He's going out to take down two, but now the RP comes out, and the ultimate iLTW chopping through the faces for it. Is it going to be enough to time warp? They bring him down. The Void is out of here. Now look at the Weeha as well. He's got the TT away. There's nothing to cancel. He's gone. The 3 heroes down the side of Nigma, 2 for the side of OG. These fights could not be any closer.
Wow, that was so amazing. They first Delta split, right? And the troll gets that BKB off before the chrono comes off too, so he didn't really want to focus him. He had to focus the egg first, and then the troll just pops the ulti, kills the Void. Meanwhile, Nigma, they wanted to help the Void's chrono, but the Gyrocopter came from behind, killed pretty much the Witch Doctor and the Slaughter by himself. That was some crazy engagement from OG. Like, they read it so well. They understand the only big teamfight spell that Nigma has right now is just a chrono.
Is under attack.
Making sure that the Gyro and the Troll don't get caught together. He also have an E-Blade now on Topson. Where did this guy get his items from? Like, he was so broke just a couple minutes ago. Now he has a full E-Blade.
All this turnaround has come from Topson's play in the top lane. Since then, that's how they've been able to find things. Mind control jumping on Topson. He's just going to turn around, drop the E-Blade, throw him down, as well, dropping the demonic purge. Not just on Topson as well with the rocket barrage. That's interesting. That's interesting. So the plan is to use the Ethereal Blade to slow him down long enough for the homing missile to connect. And also stay in range for the rocket barrage and the cooldown.
Dude, this is how he played
shit.
his Snapfire too, right? Just E-Blade, just pop people with all the magic damage. Like, he understands that's his job in the game. His carry is gonna be the one doing all the physical damage. He's just like pretty much playing Zeus, but with a creative hero, essentially. Other teams are picking Zeus, he picks Gyrocopter and beats Zeus that way.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
He's going for the Blink Dagger next.
Yeah. I think one of the reasons why they also... Oh no. OG, are they actually going to get away with this? Miracle's nowhere near. Okay. Alright. They need to buy 20 seconds for this chrono to be up. And they can't afford OG to get this Aegis. That is the counter to the chrono. Big counter. On top of the Shadow Demon disruption.
Roach just casually having a 1v1 with the Nimbus in the pit. Everybody else waiting with bated breath to see who jumps for it. Roshan wins. Rat. But these two teams, I think the situation's kind of been diffused a little bit. OG were just trying to sneak it, look to show up, and they realize that's no longer a possibility. But Miracle does have this Chrono Spear. He definitely wants to pop it and find himself a hero or two. Yeah,
then they're just gonna keep nimbusing, making sure that OG's not sneaking this. And OG are pretty happy to just chill and poison inside the pit. See if Nigma are trying to sneak this while their troll is just farming up. Like, this troll has overtaken the Void. Do you know how disastrous it is to be having 10,000 gold lead at like 15 minutes and now it's 2,000 at 26 minutes? That is really bad. Like,
yeah.
It just means that Nigma just can't actually team fight right now. But they can. They have good heroes for it. They just had to get the right angles. He canceled it. Faked it.
Oh, that was some toe curling stuff right there. If he finds the pick off, that's game changing, obviously. But reaching a little too far with that.
Dire's bottom tower.
I would love to know the stat on a team who's up 10k gold at 15 minutes.
Taking this very quickly. The arrow's going to connect though. Is that the connection to work? Okay, there we go. They weren't ready.
That was really nice play from Seb, like trying to get that RP onto the Void, but I think he was really trying to fake it, and then that lured Nigma away from the Roshan pit and allowed iLTW to enter the Rosh, have enough time to complete it before Nigma can actually show up with all their heroes. Because they all moved away from the pit to try and help Miracle
Dire's bottom tower
with the Seb fake. So a lot of mind games going on.
Big Chrono! 3-man Chrono Steal onto the support thing, corner river, now iLTW, he's not a support, he's a big boy, he's just getting taken down, pounded behind the death ward. Is there anything you can do about this, OG? Doesn't look like it. They are looking for these loose though. Topson finds one turnaround, he's actually going up the high ground for more. Ready to wait him here. Zeb. Oh no. Comboed up with a disruption or this combo here. Zeb making like straight up to the high ground. It's okay. They're buying time for Topson to do his thing in the back line. I can't quite tell with this guy. He's going to take down one. The field play comes down on the other. Missile's going to come down as well. He does dodge out the missile. And he actually knows he needs to get away. Zeb to get the kill. Topson, man. This guy is just playing his hero like it's 2025. Meanwhile, Miracle into the trees, making the TP away. They won't be able to find him. And he gets himself out. Well, they get that carry out of there at the very least. So Topson is just going to TP to keep on following Miracle. He doesn't have any health. He doesn't have a care in the world.
Dude, Topson literally killed the Zeus by himself, the Wish Doctor, and the Mirana, while everybody was just trying to help the Troll Warlord and the Magnus, like, push away Miracle, right? That's just crazy. He literally just took on 3 heroes and killed
middle
them.
tower is under attack.
Like that, the Zeus just died from the E-Blade combo, plus just 1 shockwave from the Magnus. That's all the help that Topson actually
Dire's
needed.
top tower is under attack.
I'll be honest, it's not the ideal time to be finding the new OP combo of the patch, but you know, I'm enjoying it whilst it lasts.
This is awesome. I love watching Topson play, right? Like this, like, it's just so refreshing. And the thing about Topson, what makes him so special is he finds the right angles in the team fight. He knows who can kill him, and then he avoids that situation and finds like the most optimal hero that, or to maximize his damage and impact in the fight. Right? Like he's always so patient, so patient.
And the thing which makes it even more impressive is that it's on heroes like Magic Damage Gyro and Morphling and Aghanim turning into Earth Spirit. He seems to play these heroes which no one ever else will, you know, do these strategies which no one else ever does. And somehow acting like he's played like 500 games.
Exactly. It's just like a playstyle thing though, right? Like he kind of plays this wave with pretty much every hero. He's just, you know, owns up to it. Like he knows this is how he likes to play. He knows this is how he knows how to play, and he just does it really well. And everybody else is kind of just surprised by it since they're all doing like meta stuff.
Yeah. It's gonna be pretty annoying to try and prepare for something like, I'm sure he's gonna do this Morphling Earth Spirit Miller. Oh no, he took Magic Damage Gyro this time. Great. Throw those tapes out the window, but Nigma by no means out of this one, and with iLTW walking up to the high ground. Big turn so allow the Chronos come out. They've got out Topson. Can they bring him down? Do they have the damage? They look like they do. Topson though gets off the Ethereal Blade in the very last second. That is going to be as well. He's going to survive through this. Mitchell actually has to retreat. GH is coming in though. He wants to kill so badly. He wants to bring us down with the BKB. It's still going. They might get the return kill, but we blinked in. Finished off with the lightning bolt. This is Nigma's fight. 3 heroes dead, along with the carry in the mid laner. It's already over for OG. They just need to try and get themselves out of there. No Tail though, unfortunately, does not have the Icarus dive. He's got 20 charges on his Holy Rocket. He's got a Holy Rocket, but he's not going to save him here, unfortunately.
Dude, that was such a beautiful play from Nigma. They fully expected OG to run up that hill. They let the troll come in first. Slardar stunned them up, and Miracle, as soon as he saw Shadow Demon, he jumped in. And conveniently enough, there was also a Gyrocopter right beside him. So the 2, position 1 and the 2 getting down to like what, 100 HP? At the end of that chrono, it just allowed Nigma to just completely run them over. OG making that over-aggressive play into that high ground without taking the right steps to penetrate that area.
Well, the comeback dream looking pretty sleek for OG, but all of a sudden Nigma just reminding us why this team is so damn good. They were still ahead at that point, and they're sure to remind OG of it very thoroughly, taking the team fight beautifully and put themselves back into a firm ahead position. Really nice stuff.
I will not count OG out until Nigma manages to secure the next Roshan. That's going to be the big thing for Nigma. If they can get the next Rosh, it's going to have a Refresher Shard or an Ags on it too. That's going to be the game changer right now. This 1 Rax, I don't think it means a whole lot against a Troll Magnus. It is a little bit of an advantage, which will definitely help Nigma out, but if these last team fights, what they've told us is that OG are a bit stronger at the moment. Like that last fight was just, when Nigma won, it was just a complete, you know, one-sided fight, right? They had like the best possible case scenario for them.
Yeah, so they take all the advantage. It's going to be very tricky for OG to break them next time around. And it feels like they figured something out now, Nigma. It feels like this kind of scattered gameplay we've seen before is about to come to an end. We'll see what they can give to OG. I mean, you know, Kuro as a captain, this team's never going to really be making...
Oh, hold on. Kurobot Aghanim Scepter on Wish Doctor.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Finish it off, the absolute madman.
Okay. Normally we see Wish Doctors buying Glimmer Capes, you know, but this is a greedy build here. That being said though, it's a lot of damage in Chrono. Miracle has been getting 2/3-man Chronos this entire game. It's gonna be just a nice damage upload.
That being the case, it definitely is gonna be Kuro and Miracle are gonna be blasting out a lot.
And the Zeus. Let's not forget the Zeus here. I know he's been dying quite a bit, but whoa, it's Power Ranger TPs pop onto the tier 2 tower. They're really gonna bait this tier 1 right now.
OG, I think they knew they were at bottom and they were like, alright guys, they're going to be smoking like this, but no, they're jumping straight onto iLTW, however. iLTW is able to kind of play carefully. It looks like it's only a soft commit from Nigma here. They're trying to bait out themselves and they get it. Beautifully done to get that supernova down. They pull themselves away, get themselves back, and now they can re-engage.
It's trying to go back.
Really nicely done from Nigma.
OG, I don't think you're going to want to fight this. But they're sticking around, man. They want to get this to 5 RP.
Yep, arrow gonna come through, not gonna connect though, bouncing through the fight. iLTW happy to stay on this front line and be the big front line. Come at me, come and attack you. No supernova, no worries. We don't need that stupid stuff.
Arrow?
Control, jumping onto the soul wall of Troll, getting pretty low here. Might want to consider popping that BKB and finishing the job, and well done backing that. Now, Miracle pops the Chrono Spear down, that means that BKB is going to end and he's going to get completely shredded. Bye iLTW, you're not Topson. He's on the chase. For what? I'm not too sure. Now he's going to TP himself away. Miracle's not even going to try for the bash. Lets him escape, and that'll be that.
Okay, Roshan not yet up. 15 seconds. It doesn't look like Nigma knows the timer at the moment, but when OG is alive on this Troll Warlord, they're gonna have a window to do something. The Chrono is on cooldown for 2+ minutes. This is it. This next rush, it's gonna be everything in this game.
1.5 minutes, and this game should be decided pretty much by this Roshan. I mean, to be fair, I think if OG get the Roche, will get the Aegis, you're still playing into and Witch Doctor and you're on a high ground. It's pretty good. So.
It really depends on what item comes from this Roshan, right? If you get like an Aghanim for the Shadow Demon, that could be pretty strong against the Faceless Void as well for OG. If you get a Refresher, 9 RP, 2 RPs, it's just okay. But that Axe could be a huge game changer. And Troll is going to feel so confident to just walk up high grounds with that Aegis as well for 5 minutes. And Nigma, when they get to Aegis, we see Miracle what he does with Aegis. This is a madman. He does not give any sense about anybody.
It's like way too strong to give the way off Nigma. They will end the game without this next stage is unfair.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Crazy. Roshan is coming up in 20 seconds. iLTW ready and waiting inside the Roshan pit. Kills off the courier as well. Michael Josh leaving it in there to try and see when that Rosh respawned. Accepting the risks.
Yeah, I really hope OG don't do that thing again where they fight without their supernova after using it. That was kind of awkward. Yeah. In the last engagement. I really didn't understand why the Troll Warlord kept forcing it.
Oh, they're looking for Seb, they get on top of it and they've got the bashes coming on down. My goodness, that is a magnet. Oh, sorry, more accurately, that was a magnet. That is no longer.
He's got a buyback at least. They want more though on Nigma.
They certainly do. iLTW. Oh. Lightning bolt is really...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's gonna be rough, because Roshan is now alive. And Nigma have Chrono up in 5 seconds. iLTW, are you sure about this?
He's a madman. This kid, no break. The courier running around his face. The Miracle basically saying, I see you. I see you.
Is this gonna be a Chrono steal?
I've got a Chrono steal, yeah.
They need to fight, they need to fight.
We're gonna find out. Let's see. Topson running up onto the high ground there. Take down Microsoft first about the double Zeus. He's in some trouble as well. In fact, no one's coming to save him. There is no Chrono steal available. Meanwhile, inside the road pit, he jumps in. Miracle is gonna be able to go out.
Got everything.
Saksa, he's gonna immediately lock down the Troll Warlord for the duration. Is enough. Yes, it is. Miracle finds the value and gets 2 kills. What a player. He brings him both down. Meanwhile, Topson still trying to fight, but it's one man versus the world. The man never wins in that occasion. He's going to fall as well. A dieback from Seth makes this really, 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 really bad. Oh, man, that refresher shot play was completely beautiful.
He got the ages, he got the cheese, he got the refresher. I mean, were we expecting anything else? The troll was just doing the Roshan while his team was fighting, and the void was not showing. So, oh man, with that vision inside of the pit, such a good jump from Miracle there.
Dire's top tower
So calculated.
Indeed.
He knows what was important, right? Like, not the Gyrocopter or the Magnus or the Shadow Demon kills. It was just steal the Aegis. The disruption was on point, but it was just too soon. And Miracle manages to get the Aegis as soon as he comes out.
Illusion.
There we go. The high ground push begins. They have a lot of delaying strategy. I think a lot of damage. Until they find this one out.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh,
Yep, first drop the Satanic.
They got it. They got it.
Oh, dodge it. Okay. Nice.
No tail.
Oh, Saksa. Oh, God.
Oh, okay. I'll pick them as well. No tail. Can't actually pick up.
Got a buyback.
A little bit too painful by
Dire's
that
top
number.
tower.
Yeah, he got arrowed on Saksa, and then Nimbus, ulti.
Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Dude.
Starting with the rumble. Nigma. There's no stopping them now, although it's unfortunate for Miracle. Pretty scary. iLTW is back. So it's going to for 5 seconds, and they have the buyback on the Saturday move. They're going to use immediately.
Arrowed again.
Buddy, falling pretty low. Saksa comes in, facing with the disruption. GH is just not missing. He's just been able to chase back. iLTW needs to get some creep to keep himself alive here. He's going to try himself forward inside that ultimate, but he's done himself too much. Saksa actually going to absorb the Nimbus hit, which keeps the Soul Warlord alive, but he really needs to go and get some HP for himself. He does have himself a Satanic, so he'll still heal up from that as well. iLTW will be able to hold on here, but still big threat from the board to make that, and they're going to have the Chronosphere available in 18 seconds. It's very hard to see how OG hold on when they have this Chronosphere back.
Extremely good call from Nigma just to back off like that. It must have looked so juicy to jump in onto OG while their battle chance is on cooldown, but you can just secure this game as soon as the Chrono's back. Miracle has been so on point with every single one of this big teamfight ulti usage.
Cool. What are you doing here, buddy? You're doing sneaky boy. Will anyone fall into his trap? Doesn't look like it. Not today. But it's open, they don't more than tempting with the use of Thunder Gods to get the vision down. Miracle going to jump in the backline, try and find Seth, thinking about dropping the Chronosphere. Doesn't want to do so straight away. Meanwhile, the Nimbus comes down. Chronosphere, that is so good. Catchy Phoenix and the Magnus, but Catchy can't jump away. iLTW gets the chain roots out. Austin 7 now going to drop the up. They might be able to take away his first life, but he actually drags him back under the tier 2 tower. Not quite sure if Seth wants to be alone with this void, so they're going to chase him away. Interesting fighters who do bring down the Zeus in the backline.
They can get him twice.
The rest of the team, they're nearby-ish, but they've got a lot to do here. They need to kill Miracle twice over. Trying to control waiting to jump in with the flash. Will do so, allowing Miracle to try and turn around. He's got that Satanic, trying to keep himself alive, but he is going to die. Aegis will pop. He has the cheese. He is ready to come back for life number 2. Mindcontrol also trying to jump in and help him out. Turning around onto iLTW. Gets off the ultimate though. Fighting at a Miracle. Miracle can't win this game, but it's handing it. He fights it into him. No way. There is no way. Supernova comes crashing down. Miracle dies for the second time around. Meanwhile, GH finds a pick on the back line, but now will be punished. Well, Kuroky's going to be punished for it as he gets dragged back in by Seb. iLTW with the double kill. They'll kill off
Dire's
the
middle
Void
tower
twice.
is under attack.
And it all starts with a kill on to the Zeus.
Fortune.
Yeah, he had no buyback available to on Weeha, and then because that Chrono that came on, he didn't manage to get any kills since he constantly got rooted, but a Troll Warlord actually kept his team alive. That was amazing. And then as soon as the Chrono is down, they can just chase him. iLTW not attacking anybody else, keeping up the fervor stacks on the Void, so you can just constantly go on to him. That Butterfly made it really hard though to kill the Void, but he does have an MKB available soon.
He does. That should make the difference, but they needed the difference.
GH, oh, so close.
But they don't.
Nice play from GH there too. Honestly, GH has been doing so much work in this game. Like, his build is amazing. Blink heals, controlling the troll, always removing the empower, super annoying. The Guardian Greaves keeping his team alive, and now he's gonna have a Hex. I'd rather see him buy an E-Blade maybe, just so he can E-Blade someone or E-Blade the Troll Warlord. The troll does have a lot of statuses, but even like your teammate when the troll uses the ulti is pretty strong too. But the Hex is nice. He just wants to pick somebody off maybe. They feel like they lack a little bit of disable, I suppose.
Yeah, it does seem to be the case. And just that hard knockdown control.
No tail, arrow.
Eliminate any kind of chance of getting himself with it. Yeah, we've got the on this.
Okay.
Sweep himself to safety.
Damn, this game is getting very tense, Nomad.
Dire are scanning.
They have 2 Raxes, but the tier 2 is still alive bottom. That's gonna be pretty hard for Nigma to take the way that OG has been playing. They're just playing for the 4th Roshan already. Now it could take
Void.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. That is really, really good. It's gonna give the Timeless Relic to either the Zeus or the Mirana. It's also amazing. Timeless Relic Mirana with that sight and the arrows. Woo! It's gonna be some long disables.
That's what we want to see. Level up.
Yep.
That's the backpack item if ever I saw it.
Exactly. Gonna keep that. Gonna give him a lot of tower damage.
She is well, but it doesn't look like anyone's keeping it. Kind of want the trolls keeping it back.
What do they have? Oh, they have a Shaco. Who wants that? Maybe the Gyrocopter wants that, but he's actually keeping the Nether Shell instead for the Spell Lamp Magic Resist. I think the Shaco is probably better. It's a lot of HP. And he doesn't really need this gigantic mana pool. Yeah. Oh, and Seb is the one holding the Spell Prism in this game for their team. Prince is nice. That's a good item too for someone to take, possibly. You can get that Hex onto the Void.
Yeah, I really like that too.
Invisibility.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Yeah, I
attack.
kind of want to see the Spell Prism on the...
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, Kuro.
Yeah, you can drag out a Prism. I could go up against this one as well. I mean, hell, going to be able to score up very easily. Monotone can run himself away. Meanwhile, the back line... Uh-oh, Jericho tries to go for the backstab play, but gets himself killed off.
The moment you
Step from Topson gets him killed, and he has no buyback. Could be very costly.
Yeah. Topson's backstab plays can only work so many times in one game before they start to realize what his plan is.
We all know Cell Force just pops that Supernova right here with the couple of mind control.
No bad.
Zeus comes out, they're trying to control him up, but it's not going to matter, or is it? The Sun Ray coming through, but he's got the BKB, he keeps himself alive. The RGH jumps up on the Saksa, but Saksa's going to turn around, drop the disruption. RGH could be the one in some trouble. He's got the Hex out onto the Storm Order, tries to control iLTW. He's got himself a Battle Trance available as well, along with the BKB. Not an easy target to bring down by any stretch of the imagination. Miracle still holding it back. He didn't use that Chrono Shield, they'd rather just use that here.
He can't afford to die. He bought back.
W there below as well, popping that BKB and Satanic, just healing off that creep near camp nearby. Keep himself healthy. Miracle waiting, looking to go in. That has no chrono, remember, so his threats are limited. He actually used the chrono with the ninja gear and now swapped into the leveler for the extra damage. But Roshan is up. This is the big problem here. 30 seconds until Gyrocopter is going to be back. This is probably going to be a free rush zone.
Yeah, free rush. What do we have in there too? We got the Aghanim's and the Refresher. Who's going to take the Ags? Maybe the Faceless Void. That's going to be pretty powerful. Slaughter and Zeus already have their own Ags, so they don't need that.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Immortality.
Oh.
Into the pockets of the Faceless Void. Aegis as well.
A fitting bounty.
And Refresher shard for the Zeus. Actually.
Come on, Topson.
What's really going on in here? They're going to drop down the demonic potion. Man's going to blink away on mind control just in time. The rest of the team is nearby, so very hard for OG to actually commit to this one.
Yeah, just gonna reset. Just wait for the chrono. 60 seconds, right? You got the Aegis.
Yeah.
A very long time left on your Aegis. You can just farm out just a little bit more. I really think Topson needs that Shackle. He's just not going to be surviving against this Void, especially when he gets chronoed. This Shawl is just not providing enough for it to be warranted for Gyrocopter to keep at 47 minutes into the game. The Bloodstone already gives you enough magic resist. You don't really need more. I would feel.
Getting hurried up, but he's got a Satanic and a Sanjin Yasha, so it doesn't last very long at all. So it's not bothered.
It does not.
Themselves.
The thing that bothers Tro the most is the Yule. Not affected by status resistance. 1.5 second disable. It's been such a treat watching.
They're looking.
Who are they gonna find? They want Seb. They want Seb. He doesn't have a buyback.
What's Saksa?
He's a sure kill.
Thunderbolt's gonna find it, and they're
They
gonna
got that.
Miracle. He's gonna turn it through Galeable, and they will be able to drop it down onto the magnet, but in comes the destruction from down the map.
RP?
They're gonna keep alive a little bit longer, but he can't get off the RP anyway. He is dead. LTW in some trouble, popping that ultimate, trying to turn it around onto the face of Spoil, but the face of Spoil is more than happy to tank up into this one, and now he's got the K-Tablet coming out the other side. He's gonna be able to drop the Troll Warlord. Troll Warlord is dead. He has himself a buyback, but he does not want to use it. Saksa coming back into this one as well, trying to fight out the top. The heels come down onto the Shadow Demon. The arrows coming through as well.
Buyback.
Multi-shot arrows coming out in every which direction. No buyback on Saksa either. Immediate dieback from him in fact. He's from the void. That might be it, so Nigma might have just done it. Oh, you know, OG, no fight till the last minute, but unfortunately, this really is looking like it's the end of the day for them. Let's see how they can play this one. Arrows coming out in every direction. No tail. iLTW and Topson, the only ones left to defend for it. 17 seconds. He jumps in immediately, jumps over the couple of Gyrocopters, using that time with flash combination to try and bring him down. Gyrocopter's going to take the target. Can they kill him off? Yes, they can. No buyback on him either. They're going to keep them taking his LTW, going to get target. No tail is going to lose his life just outside the base, and down goes LTW as well. It's a triple kill for Miracle, and that will be it. The GG is called. Some days, you just can't beat Miracle when he's playing on this basis, boy. He's just too damn good a hero. GH on the Morana as well. Two incredible performances from these two. Nigma really giving it their all in this series and coming out with the victory in the end. GG.